Hello everyone. If you followed the last video, we already set up n8n locally with Docker. I hope that's done on your PC. So let's start with our first node, the trigger node. Today we're unlocking the secret switch that brings your automation to life, the trigger node. Think of it like your morning alarm. Without it, your day never starts. That's exactly what a trigger node does for your workflow. It tells n8n when to begin. What exactly is a trigger node? A trigger node is the starting point that activates your automation. It answers the when question: when should this workflow run? Without it, your setup is just sitting there, waiting forever. Types of trigger nodes in n8n: manual trigger, schedule trigger, and webhook trigger. We'll go through them one by one, and later, we'll use them in a real workflow according to our needs. So let's go to our n8n dashboard. I've already created a workflow and named it Basic Trigger Nodes. You'll also see comments added inside for quick reference. Now we're not building the full workflow yet. We'll just take each node, use a simple example, and later connect everything together. First, manual trigger. You can add a manual trigger by simply clicking on the node panel, or search manual trigger from the top bar. If you already have a manual trigger in your workflow, don't add another one. There should only be one manual trigger per workflow. We use this node every time we build a new workflow, mainly for testing purposes. It's like your play button during development. Second, schedule trigger. The schedule trigger runs your workflow at specific times. For example, you want to send a daily Slack message at 9 a.m. reminding your team about stand-up time. Or maybe you want to automatically post on LinkedIn or Twitter every day at 9 p.m. This trigger handles that. Let's see it in action. Go to your node list, search for schedule, and click on it. You'll see a pop-up where you can set the trigger interval. Seconds, minutes, hours, days, weeks, or even custom cron jobs. You can also set a specific hour and time to trigger. Just select according to your workflow needs and done. Third, webhook trigger. The webhook trigger fires when an external event happens online. For example, when someone fills out your contact form on your website, it instantly logs that data into Notion. This node looks similar to the HTTP request node. But here's the difference. In Webhook, we listen for data. For example, asterisk, if the temperature is greater than 30, show success message. In HTTP, we send a request, like asterisk, what's today's temperature? We will show Webhook node in local and single video with example. Now why start with the trigger first? Starting with a trigger gives your automation direction. It defines when it runs, what data it gets, how the rest of your workflow behaves. Building without a trigger is like trying to start a movie without pressing play.